Hi, let's talk about the Unborn. Cue the poster. So, it appears the most popular movie poster for the Unborn is of Megan Fox clone's ass, and that's cool, whatever. But I decided I'm gonna use this one, which I feel is really cool. It's crazy fucking Eli crawling down the stairs. Right, so surprisingly enough, I think this movie was rated R. Anyone would think this movie deserves a rated R seal of approval is mind-boggling because it's just about like every PG-13 horror you've ever seen. Cast-wise, I don't know anyone in this movie. I thought that girl was Megan Fox for a hot minute, but it's not. This lady is like Megan Fox's doppelganger, and I won't say she can act, but maybe she can act a little bit better. Don't hurt me. Nobody in this movie's ringing any bells to me. I think they're all just a cast of teenagers hoping to get into acting. Other than that, gore, stuff like that, there are plenty of fetus visuals. Now I don't know why this movie would be rated R. A couple does bump uglies once, actually, but you don't see anything. So anyway, the movie starts out with Megan Fox Jr. going on a brisk morning jog. She finds a blue mitten. Then she finds a dog in a plaster of Paris human mask. Then she follows this dog into the woods from the trail. And then she finds a fetus in a jar. Anyway, of course that was a crazy-ass dream because it's too early in the movie for that kind of shit to be happening in real life. Anyway, she's babysitting for this couple. They have an infant girl and a young boy, maybe 6, 5. I'm not good with ages. However, he does look like Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle. So we're gonna call him Dewey. Anyway, the youngsters are supposed to be in bed, so Megan Fox is on the phone with her best friend, and she hears a sound upstairs. So she's like, Dewey, is that you? And she goes upstairs. Dewey's holding a mirror over the baby's crib and is like, keep looking, keep looking. And she goes, Dewey, what are you doing? And she comes over close to him, and he like smashes this mirror in her face, dude. And my response was, KO that fucker. Child smashes a mirror in my face. My initial reaction isn't, oh honey, please don't do that. Later on in the day, her best friend's like, dude, your eye color's changing, because she has brown eyes, but then where she was hit, it's a little bit blue. Through a series of events, she finds out that she was a fraternal twin, but her brother died in the womb. And she thinks that her ghost baby brother is trying to kill her and take over her body or something. And that's really ultimately not what's going on, but it's kind of close, but not really. I don't want to get too far into it, just in case you want to see this movie. I'm trying to give you options. I care about you. This is spoiler land now. Whatever. Really vague previews all I'm going to give you, because I don't want to... This could take a while. So we're just going to go into specific scenes and the ending and shit like that. So if you don't want to know all that, this is where you stop. This is where our roads split. This is where I go this way, you go that way. Goodbye. Hope you enjoy your movie. Let's talk about her bathroom mirror that was going kind of like that constantly. Fuck that noise. I am too chicken shit to keep checking it and seeing if it really is shaking. I'd be like, oh, sounds like my bathroom mirror is shaking. Fuck that noise. Goodbye. Sleeping in the living room. I know that really wouldn't help. However, in my brain, it would make me safe. Megan Fox is ultimately braver than I am. And then there's a scene where Megan Fox's clone goes to a club that appears to have some sort of height limit, and somehow she snuck in. Because if you watch that scene, she's taller, or just about taller, than every single person in the crowd. Where is she? And what part of the world is everyone shorter than Megan Fox's clone? So I have this thing, it's kind of like the Achilles tendon thing we discussed in the invitation only video, and that's when people are in public throwing up. Now that really grosses me out by itself, up in a public bathroom, and they touch the toilet seat. Nothing but your ass is ever supposed to touch that, but I wouldn't, even in my own home, I would not touch the toilet seat, just because it just disgusts me to think about all that. But no, she throws up in this public bathroom in a club, which millions of people have thrown up and had explosive bowel movements. at a bar and have missed the seat and done all sorts of disgusting things since it's at a club. She braces her hand on the seat itself. Now I know this wasn't a real variously used toilet, and they probably disinfected that shit to Kingdom Come, and she wipes her mouth with that hand. This is mind-boggling to me. Then after she's finished throwing up her entire life and wiping her hands with her germy fingers that have been all in this toilet butt holder, she proceeds to look into a hole in the stall's wall where strange whispering is coming from. By now she's had quite a few strange occurrences. It's not like her life has been normal up until this moment. So why would you do that? Why would you do that in a public bathroom alone, look into the hole in the stall? Why? What? I had no sympathy. None whatsoever. Deserved it. And then her best friend tells her that riveting myth about leaving scissors open under your bed and blah blah blah, nothing will come get you. Now, I'm all for trying to keep safe from the evil bugs and things that some creepy ass kid's sending after me. However, sleeping with scissors with the points open underneath your pillow sounds crazy fucking dangerous. Like, the bugs are dangerous for your mental health. At least so far they haven't tried anything crazy. But scissors under your pillow is dangerous for your physical health. Now I suppose it's just a matter of which you would prefer to have injured. But hands down, my two favorite parts of this movie come nearly back to back, and they involve her best friend and Dewey. Dewey's on his Damien-styled Omen trike, scooting down the road, and she hits him, and he goes flying over the car. And when she goes out after she's done freaking out to check on him, he's standing there. Now there's no way in actuality a child could just walk that off. So I'd be out of there. I'd be like, this kid's evil. Deuces. And the kid goes, if you try to help her, he'll kill you. Now, my response would be, oh, okay, and I drive away. Again, passive, not fucking with that. To which her response is, fuck you, you little shit. Clearly Dewey's capable of evil. Clearly Dewey just got flipped over your car and came out unscathed. He ultimately led to the demise of his little sister, and he effed up your best friend's eye. So why would you further incur the wrath of Dewey? And then Dewey is at the door of her best friend in the rain and goes, the door has been opened. To which her response is, what? And then he stabs her. Who fucking doesn't check to see who's outside before they open the door in the rain alone at night with the power off, by the way? Now, I wouldn't look. No. No. So, and even if I saw that kid outside, I wouldn't open the door. Well, earlier this day, this kid threatened my life and flipped over my car and seemed uninjured from it, and I was traveling at a rather fast speed. So, no. And even when that kid told me that, I'd slammed the door in his face once I opened it and saw who it was, and she just goes, what? Like, the events of the earlier events of the day didn't even happen. Again, I would love to say I'm sympathetic, but I'm not. Ultimately, the power of a cool-ass rabbi saves the day, and her boyfriend gets thrown off the second story of a church onto a hard tile floor, and I was like, oh yeah, he's fucking dead. And, she runs down, and he's still alive. Now, I was really angry for like the first 2 seconds because I thought that meant that they were going to live happily ever after. But no, he died after like 2 words. And I was like, oh, false alarm. The twist ending is that she's pregnant. Woo! Who didn't see that coming? With the imagery and stuff. On a day-to-day basis, this movie's not going to make any lists of mine. Any like greatest movie ever lists. This movie's going to be left off. It was better than I had anticipated, but that's not saying too much because I expected a complete and total shit fest. If you liked One Missed Call kind of demon baby things, maybe this is your movie. I don't know. I'm sure you've already fucking seen it by now. It's old news now. I'm tardy to the party. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye. Is that you, Eli? Oh, fuck.